Hi there, welcome back to Descent of King Hesper. We're in the Westian Lowlands, which is chapter 5, yeah. And we're working out what to do next. And I'm actually going to go back into here because I did notice some secrets that I failed to notice before. And head up this way. I think I saw a wall in here. Yeah. We have the same room, but now it's different. How's it different? This is further down. And what order do we have? 4, 3, 2, 1. And this time, this is first. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, that's... So 1's fine. We will need to catch there. So 2 next. 3 and then 4. So I'm guessing we may need to maybe catch the queen twice in order to, even 3 times, once here and then another time up here, because getting up to here, the roach that's sort of blocking her on top, I get that. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm gonna have trouble getting this one and then this one from some spawns up here. Actually, maybe not. We can probably catch her here. Some come down, we get them to avoid this, and then the one blocking her comes later. Alright, let's charge in. Sword doesn't matter. I think we've got plenty of time to turn. So we're going to want to catch her somewhere around here. We could even get on... Okay, but timing is important here, so... if I don't want to count, I could just play it and undo, but it's like 5, 10, 14-ish. Um, 12-ish. Yeah, we need them to line up there a little bit sooner. You know what? Thinking back to some of these other rooms. Actually, I'm thinking back to this room where you have sort of this formation. Could do something similar here. Can you? If you have 2, 3, 4 and then 1, that doesn't open it. Sorry, that doesn't close off that, so that's fine. So if you end up with like 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, and 1 comes in here. So you need to time it pretty exactly. And it doesn't have to be 1, of course. It could be like you could have 1. So that's a thought. 4 and then 3. But I also need to hit this at exactly the right time. It might be possible. Let's why not? Let's give it a go. So we'll need to spawn somewhere up here. But 1, 2, 4, 3. That could work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or 8. Or even, because I don't need a lot of roaches for this plan. 2 is enough. I'll have to see if we can get the timing right. Alright, so excuse me. Sorry, still a bit sick and had a bit of a coughing fit. Still the music on. So, we're just a bit loud in my ears. Hopefully it's not too loud in yours. Alright, so I'm 1 off, but what we can do is hit this 1 for later, and I think this should work. And you hit the orb, the plate. Okay. Cool. I wonder if we can do a similar thing for this. So, 98 versus 102. 102 probably was... maybe if you hit the... Actually, does that make a difference? You hit the plate early, then the roaches are further up versus roaches further down. Because they spawn at the same time. I may do this again. Let's just actually, I'm just gonna let's hit one of these checkpoints. So instead of doing that, we're going to spawn here and then have those roaches. That's fine. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then we and the thing about doing it this way is that now we do have lots of other orders that we could try. Like this is 1, 2, 4, 3. But just so long as like these 3 are in order and then this is not 4. So I guess there's 3 other orders we could try. 1, 2, 4, 1, 3. You get the idea. 1, 3, 2. Could you do it with 2? You'd need the last 2 to be lined up, and then I mean, if they're spaced, actually, if they're spaced correctly, any order might work. Like you get a diagonal line here, like reverse order 4, 3, 2, 1, and that would work. All right, let's hit the orb at the right time. That was, yeah, okay, this is, okay, we need to wait 1. Alright, so that did actually save 2 turns. 96. Yeah, just because, yeah, spawning happens at 30, so obviously it makes sense to have the roaches hitting the plates to release these earlier, because the earlier these release, the sooner you can hit this orb and get out. And the hot tiles, not hot tiles, the fly traps take care of everything. So more roaches doesn't matter. So let's just think about this a little bit more. We've got 1. No, what's the order? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you're not getting 1 first, you have to do 2, then 3, 2, 3, 4, then 1, which is tricky. You get 2 for yeah, I mean, any order would work, but you need to get the timing right. You need to have could bring up my green screen. I do have to open that up. In, so is this visible? I'm not sure. It's my drawing thing. Right, so I do need to turn on the grid and DROD. It's not showing up. So 1, 2, or other sort of 3, 4, 2, 1. The more groups have you do have to have them in reverse order. So these 2 in order, then this one in front of them, and then this one in front of everything. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or in this case, 2, 2, 4, 3, 1. Does that work? I kind of want to try it, but yeah, I think I've spent enough time on this room for now. Let's do all that. We'll close paint because I don't want accidentally doing anything. All right. Anyway, that's cool. I wonder if I could do the same thing in this room. That's something to try, I guess. What was my score? 65 versus a 63. I don't remember, but I mean that could potentially be a saving. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you could do 1, 3, 4, and then 2, or it says 4. I mean, not 4, 2. Yeah. Anyway, I might look at that later on my own time. So I think down here is that. Yeah. This was the other thing I noticed. Okay. All right, we've got 2 mimics. All right, and this wing of the level was to do with mimic and decoy movement order. Right, so we need to mimics have to start at the bottom and then hit this. Okay, and so I think we just want to push the mirror across super fast. Oh, the other thing I actually want to show is that these things are actually characters, so they've got their own little movement order. Because, yeah, and you can see what order they were placed in. Anyway, that's a little interesting tidbit. Okay. So I guess we just I'm just wondering why we can't do this with just the mimics. There's a mirror here, and I feel like the idea is to push the mirror across super fast, but I feel like we could be doing the... Okay, let's show you one. I mean, what I want is mimic here. Yeah, 2 mimics below the plate, both facing north. So the number 1 is above, number 2 is below. Number 1's stick is already on number 1. And then when you step north, 1 steps onto the plate, 2 pushes them forwards. That opens the top one, and then another step north will take care of the second one. The stunning matter. I don't think stunning matters, but we can actually easily check that. So actually let's just, it's going to be easy to set up what I want. Just like this. Actually stunning doesn't matter because number 2 isn't stunned and he's going to push 1 north anyway. Right, so that's situation 1. We can get into that situation without having to pre-place them. So I guess the mirror's there if you want to do it. Can sort of do can you do it in one go? I don't think you can because you've only got two steps, 2 pushes. What if that doesn't push the mirror twice. Push it. No. Okay, I'm not sure what I was thinking. Alright, we don't need the mirror. Alright, let's do the room. One can actually have a sword. That's fine. 2 does need a stick though. This is fine. What do I want to have happen? I do need to be able to get into position like that. Now the problem is that alright, let's get them lined like that to start with. In fact, possibly I want them the other way. Now we're going to go up here because... Alright, so 1, 2, done. I wonder if we could have done that better from this side. In fact, I think I might actually try that. Save this. So we're looking at it at 69, but we want to be facing, because I'm moving over this way. I want to do it against this wall, so I want to be yeah, going from northwest to north. And I think this actually works better because now we can do that. And we don't align up until we get to the end. Okay, that ended up being the same. That might be faster, I think, going over the top of there. Yeah, okay, 66. That looks good. Okay. Cool. That's, yeah, first place. So I think, oh yeah, that was everything that I saw, and I don't think there were any more. I saw that I was missing 2, and then I had a look around to find them. Okay. Alright, and I think based on the wait, what do I through here again? Based on the layout of this level, I think I am going to just do the levels as I find them, just because it's awkward to navigate around all these rivers. So we are going to start on the Lemmy level. So the Nival Terrarium. Nival Terrarium. The wildlife of oyster is a fascinating field of study. This study has certain limitations. Sometimes, in order to understand why creatures behave the way they do, it is helpful to put them side by side with the fauna of other regions to see which behaviors they have in common and which are different. For example, for a very long time, it was held to be universal that monsters, on perceiving a delver nearby, would either beeline towards them or run directly away, as with roach wings. The idea of a monster whose movement pattern did not vary with the delver's location at all was considered just a wild fantasy, until a team of explorers in the cove south of Afelma managed to push their way through the shards and reach a strange island where they came face to face with creatures of a type they had never seen before. They soon learned that lemmings like the cold and hide away underground when the weather is too mild. In order to study them side by side with the native fauna, terraria had to be constructed to give them an environment in which they could feel at home. Okay, so yeah, we've got lemmings, which were a scripted element in the city beneath. Not the city beneath, the second sky. There were 4 basic sorts. We've got these guys, which run straight towards you. There's the benta one, which, when they hit a wall, turn either left or right, 90 degrees. And I think the other ones were technically called baby ones. Some like Fagundo, which we haven't seen yet, and some like mimics. The mimic ones I quite like because they copy your movement, but they do it in a way that's different. They're like wubbers in that they... Actually, let's talk about that when we see them. Yeah, these guys are just heading straight for trouble. So we need to catch them. Hopefully we don't need to block them. They will eat us. But we can block them with our sword. Actually, I can ignore you. And presumably I can solve this level from another place. This is the way back, I guess. Okay, and we go out this way because actually we check if the room is quartile scores. It does not. So we'll actually proceed through. What does it say? In rooms with custom titles. And the titles of the coordinates. Okay, cool. So this is I believe these are, that's a title of one of the original Lemmings levels. As is this, yes. Okay, so that's, guessing that's the theme. Lemmings hit orbs. Lemmings get killed by fire traps. Lemmings keep biting through crumbly walls. Lemmings also blow up bombs. Alright, so we do need to block. Green means go what? Okay, that will turn off the fire traps. This will turn on. There is some movement order necessary, so not that it will matter, I think, because we're going to just through. to block this one until the fire traps get turned off. I guess we'll go out that way. Is this also not scored? I mean, it is kind of tutorial-ish. Very simple. Right, yep, so bent tails turn the wall. These ones, you can technically tell by the bend in their tail which way they turn. Actually, no, that's perfectly visible. So we need to blow up a bunch of kegs using the lens, of course. That's how we're going to get through. The first one needs to be the diagonal one, because the diagonal one's not going to be able to get through. So this is actually alright. So we need to rather catch you here, although I don't think I'm fast enough for that. Oh no, we are fast enough, although we're not fast enough to get you on that side unless we come around. It'd be nice to get you to move, because we'll eventually need these guys to get onto this row, but if I stop you now, you're going to get stuck down here, which is worse than being stuck here. That's going to get you stuck over here. If I had time to stop, which I don't. And do that. Now you're good. You will turn around and come back out this way, which is what we want. That's probably less than ideal. Let's just check when the last bomb goes off. I think 89. I think delaying the second one down here a bit more would be better. Okay, now we can run down here. Yeah, 85. Cool. Ooh, could have been faster. 78, wow. How'd you do that? You would probably have to... Okay, for this one, we caught it coming this way. We sent it back. We could send it down and across later, like we did it over here. And so when it came back, it hit. If we had a little delay there, when we caught this one would be in front. Yeah, that's. I think that's going to be where the extra turns are. I think. Okay, they die on hot tiles, so we need to. Oh right, we just need to fashion a path for them to take. These ones are spinning this. They're all spinning the same way. So this doesn't look too bad, the north section. I gotta go round because I can't. We do need to. Oh wait. Hang on. Actually, no, this is fine. This one will go up here. We can join it up with this one's path. So I just need to change what I've done down here. In fact, maybe we can just do. And that's actually probably good enough. Okay, so this side, now we need to not hit this. Okay, yeah, so the path up here is this one's going to do a loop round like this. And this one's going to look like this. I can't do that here. They need to come from, they need to come from the bottom. So, getting them to turn north up here is going to be the challenge. Oh no, we drop this one, we drop here. Okay. Okay, the top's sorting itself out. So for this one, I also, like this one, if we're worrying about optimization, we want a short path. So I spent an extra turn dropping this one, but that should mean we save turns up. We save 2 turns, I think. Of course, it's also sort of, we're waiting for them to come out. So, and then we want to have a loop down here. I've dropped a door, I didn't need to. I don't want to. Okay. I don't need that yet. We drop that one. No, we drop this one. So what should happen is they come around here. Okay, now there's a dead end here, so they're going to have to go back, and we'll go in there. And hopefully they won't run into each other. Okay, and we're hitting time. And we can go to the not green door. Because that will save us one turn. Cool. And yeah, 2 turns to be saved. So that would be, I guess, making the path shorter, which would be by, instead of coming all the way down the bottom, we have a loop up here, and then this is shorter. So that saves I think that just saves 2 turns. I think that saves 2 turns. Feel the heat. Perseverance. This is a secret room. Do we have to drop them in a particular order? Yes, we do. What order is that? Oh, the other thing is that lemmings are required, which scripted monsters don't need to be, but for the mimic, okay, I'm not talking about the mimic ones. We'll wait. Maybe they won't even be in this level, and then all my talking will be for naught. All right, 1, 2. No, wait. All right. So 1, 2, 5, 4, 3. 1, 2, 5, 4, 3. And you're turning clockwise. All right. So we are going to bring out the paint window, I think. Oh, that's interesting. The snow is freezing when I move away from the screen. I'll unfocus it. Let's turn it off. Okay. Just to make it a little bit easier, green screen turn on. Alright, so I'm just going to mark out a path I want the lemming to take. Let's make... Sorry, I'm just making some things bigger so I can see them better. Okay, I've got lines turned on. So, we start heading out this way. 1, 2... 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3. So so actually I can get in. The question is whether we're going just like keep going down versus heading this way is going to be better. Alright, anyway, that's a simple path. It looks doable. You just need to mark off where the corners are. So Alright. So we come in and we just need to, I guess we also need to make sure that we don't cross the lemmings path. So in that case, what I want is, I need to have this. Yeah, and in that case, we should really be doing this bit first rather than going all the way back. We need the dead end technique that we did there. We just need that one. Yeah, because they turn when hitting the wall, or I guess a pit in this case. The dead ends need to be dead ends. And that needs to be a bump there. I missed a tile, I need to get this tile. I wonder if there'll be a diagonal. One that might be interesting. That's all I need. Alright, let's turn off that. We can turn the snow back on. And hopefully this works. Now we can also run around to where it will be waiting for us. I missed something. Oh, okay. Turn this back on. I missed, yeah, I forgot which way it was going, I think. So yeah, safer all around to just get all the corners, I guess. This looks okay. Okay. So yeah, I'm not sure it wouldn't be better if I could just sort of rush in. I feel like rushing in is actually going to be better. So I guess we can turn here, and I think, so let's see, this is 190. Let's undo a bunch. In that case we just need this one, which does also save us time. So if I'm remembering this right, come in here, so we get this way, there. That also saves us time here. Also, it would save us time over here because we don't need to zigzag around the path out. Alright, yeah, that was definitely faster. And let's, while we're at it, we may as well just solve the bit, save the time at the front. Might even save an extra spin at the start. So this is a 180. Just record it. I'm going to bring that back. But I'm going to ignore the final stretch. So we will leave a diagonal for us to get through. Actually, no, there is. Actually, it's only going to be like a one-turn saving, isn't it? Not enough for stuff to matter, I think. Yeah, diagonal one will be a more interesting optimization puzzle, I think, because you don't need to go around the outside. You could sort of, yeah, if you have a path, you just need to, you can cross it as you're dropping everything. So we'll write down here. Of course I've done that wrong. Okay. Doesn't matter which way around we do this. Okay, well, the link's getting out fast. I mean, and selecting a different path is also going to... Wait, is that what I had before? I had one... Okay, I guess I didn't save anything. Okay, yeah, okay, that made no difference. Alright, oh, that's still up, so... Alright, we did get first place, so that's nice. Yeah, I wonder if if there's a better path to take. Alright, we have a square and a diamond. We have a scroll. Press F7. I mean, yep, I've got that on. Is it going to hit that? Yes, 220. Alright, so there's nothing I can do to affect that one. Alright, so we are just racing to the conquer token. And there's just an indwell timer. Okay. So the conquer token is kind of needed here. I mean, the puzzle is just to get to the square. So you could also have done it with just the conquer token sort of operates a plate to kill a seep or something. But never mind. What are we doing? What? Am I just not doing... Oh, that's an on-off. Okay. So we've got to push the keg onto there. Okay, so... Alright, we need to release the keg. That's an on-off. That's fine. We need to hit this one twice. We need to... Okay. Alright, we're running back and forth. So we need the stick to hit the orb, the dagger to hit the plate, and then move the keg here, hit this again. Alright, so we're just going to need to change our weapons a bunch. Okay. Actually, how long have we been going for? Alright, okay, this is the last room we're doing. So, first thing is stick. No, first thing is break crumbly wall. Yes, because we can't get... Right, we can't get... Yeah, there's a trapdoor there. Sword position doesn't matter. Probably this way's better. Yeah, we've got till 220. Seems like it's fastest getting to the stick. Can't unget the stick, that's fine. Now we want to hit the orb. If we come up this way, it's slow. It also drops the trapdoors, which is fine. So that's 72 versus 71. And if we don't want to drop the trapdoors, 73, it's definitely going to be fast taking the tunnel. In that case, let's leave that for now because we're moving the keg up here, so that should be okay. Get the stick back. Why are we running all this way when there's a tunnel? Go and get the 135 versus I missed a turn there, one that's slower anyway, and running around is going to be slower, so we walk down here. Oh, we also need to hit this one again. In that case... Oh no, we need to get the kick out first. Alright, are we in time? We're in time. Did it at 2:04. Fastest way out. I feel like this is slower. 2:34. Versus... Oh, it is faster. Not that it matters, but yeah. Cool. Oh wow, and I saved 2 turns. Probably with the... I guess getting the stick onto the plate, possibly with the... Yeah, I don't know. Kick onto the... I don't know. Oh, I'm also not looking at the names. Let's block and blow. Turn around, young lemmings. I've actually, yeah, I did play Perseverance, Field Heat. I did play some of the old levels recently. I was showing my kids them on some possibly questionable site where you can just play lemmings in the browser. We All Fall Down is one that I recognise. Yeah, I also played them back in the day. Oh, I said I was going to stop, so yeah, let's stop here and we'll do this next time. Yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you later.